Click start recording. Welcome back to YouTube audience. CLG FC episode 171. We just beat Carnforth Rangers on a last minute goal. A 90 plus second minute goal. Which is excellent. So let's get this back on. Oh yeah, Shining Stars is what we're gonna open for. Oh yeah. Parks did get booked. So he's fined 1 day's wages for his yellow card accumulation. I mean, his behavior's fine. People are going to get yellows. I mean, he's gone 14 games, 5 yellows. That is a lot, but you know. So so somebody said FM is cooked and said, "Nah, FM 32 is going to be fine. It's going to be great." Oh god. It's fine, guys. Seriously, stop making a big deal out of fucking nothing. Holy moly. It's not even, it's not, I can't even say it's FM players or it's FM community or it's anything like that. It's literally just gamers. Like, gamers will take a problem this freaking small and make it this freaking big. And that's partly human nature. Don't get me wrong. It's partly human nature. But it's really bad. It's exacerbated within the gaming community, I feel. Uh, oh, what you are. What a freaking banger of a song. Down on me. Ooh, I feel your love. And you. This is one of my favorite songs. Like, period. Oh, shining star. Yeah. Oh, look down on me. Nice. All right. 14 days to go. Pika J. Guys, if you're not following the mighty Pika J, give him a follow. An amazing coffee maker, gourmet coffee maker. Man will take 2 hours to make you a cup of coffee, but it'll be the best damn cup of coffee you ever had in the whole world. Uh, just chatting streamer playing uh, the two of us, just us two, something like that. Uh, what's the name of that damn thing called? It Takes Two. Oh, God. Anyway, but plays CS, builds Gunpla, all sorts of fun stuff. Definitely give him a follow. Right, squad contract. Where's McKendy? You're on the contract till 2034. You have no contract extension. I want to, NHL 12 vibes on this one. I want to give you, you already got 2 years left. Like, I'm not going to renegotiate a contract that's got 2 years left. But definitely give him a shout out, or definitely give him a follow. Really good streamer. Oh, no. Ooh. I love YOLO. bring me down. Right. Training schedule looks good. Lancaster Boys Club is next. We are only going to get to 2 tonight, unfortunately, even with the extended half hour. Um, I took too long on the last one in general, but still. Don't bring me down. Bring it down. More Thompson. He's watch list. That's why he keeps appearing. Tyler Wright, struggling with crossing. Give him some crossing training. These guys will be in a month. I agree. Oh, no, 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 no. Woo. So the only player not contracted to us through the end of next season is Oliver Rowlands, who we are not going to renew the. I mean, he is cheap as shit. Don't get me wrong. He's 120 pounds per week. That's not a lot of money. But still, I need people. Don't bring me down. Right. Right. What's wrong? Don't bring me down. I mean, it's disappointing that FM's been delayed, but or canceled really. But it's okay. Da 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 da. Bring me down. No, 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 no. We are down to 12 to go. I'm wondering, we're already into this. Oh, I was going to say, are we in this 18th? No, that's the match. It's 6th. So we're only about a week, almost a full week into the transfer window being open. So we'll see what England does. We'll see how the flight will change with the what do you call it? Addition of all the transfers. Oh, we got an Unreal Tournament song on the Super Mix. Level 8. This is Tokara Forest as well. Like, such a unbelievable track this is. All right. Right. Uh, honestly, uh, it's fine. Like they're making the right decision. It's fine. Parks is suspended, so I am gonna have to swap him out. Right. MLS is getting ready to start. They've swapped over to their new season. We'll do leagues in focus next week, but that's just one to note. I mean, they're not going to be started by leagues in focus next week anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we've got um, we've got them starting soonish. Meant to see this real quick. What is this? 1 hour 58:37. And go back to yes you and pull you all the way over to the end. Ah! And then look for that 1 hour 38. 1 hour 38 is what we were at, right? Yeah, 1 hour 58. Sorry. 1 hour 58. No, wait, really? Yeah, really. Wow. 1 hour 58. Yeah. How about that? So I got to open all of these tabs. I'll do that. I'll do that when stream ends. Right. Mengi's training report, recruitment advice. Did we have our weekly staff meeting? We did. Social feed. What's going on? West Ham drew Leicester. That's in the FA Cup. Are they going to have a replay? Matt, yeah, they still have the replays in the third round here. So this I'm playing FM4, FM10, and they have the replays all the way through to the semifinals. In that one, they haven't. That's when they haven't scrapped the replays yet. So right. Great song, guys. Please, fucking hell. Oh, is this more MLS news coming our way? What do we got here? All requested reports. Nothing big. Cool. Let's keep moving on. Down to 10 to go. No, no new MLS news is at the wire. Right, 10 to go. We got the ads in 20 minutes. Let's see how we do here. This is Leonard Skinner, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. 10 to go. We got Hyde under 18s as well in the under 18s league, which we are only top by on goal difference. So, anyway. Um, Scouting's really been, I guess, a lot of these scout reports that have come through have been a lot lighter recently. And I don't know if that's because I have recruitment focuses going, or if I actually don't know how many recruitment focuses I have going now because some have completed. So now I'm like, how many really are there? Yeah, bullets. Long. Phew, Jesus, that is definitely a blizzard warning. We don't have anything like that, but of course the day I go out, it's supposed to snow. Brown removed from shortlist. Recommendations A plus. Whew. How young is he? 19? Holy moly! Let's go back. Let's go here. And you're gonna play wingback. And 5 is your worst stat. And what's your tackling? 7. Your crossing is a 5. This isn't bad. Add to shortlist for 1 year. Let's see how he develops. Every time you click the recent form analysis, I don't know why it just takes a while to load. Name long. Oh, nice. Nice. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Oh. Right. Make available. Yes. It needs to be made available. Back today. Unavailable. There we go. I didn't mean to press space. I wanted to see what competitions I was supposed to scout, or recommended to at least by my scouts. Brazil's pulled ahead of the U.S. in the goal ball, by the way, 11-7. It's been close the whole game. About only one goal in it. But now Brazil's got a 4-goal lead, so they got 5:41 left. But that's going to be hard. Just that seems like it's going to be hard to deal with. Chris Mathers. Okay. We're going to tick over 8 to go. Autosave coming in. Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back. Oh, very nice. I'm excited for Nikkei tomorrow. I do have to set it up. I don't have it anywhere close to um, set up. And the only really it's why yeah. Yeah. Um, the only reason or the only thing about being a variety streamer, what I was going to say is that um, I have so many sources. Like I don't use different scenes for different games. I have a game scene, and then all of my game sources are in there, and I just click the eyes on and off whatever I'm streaming. So I have F1 2012, F1 24, FM 2024, Euro Truck, Hearts of Iron, Repels, Sven Co-op, Action Time, and Pangya, Unreal Tournament, Age of History 3, Firefox, and First Descendant, all on this source. The boys are back. Or all the sources on the scene. So, the boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. All right. That's fine. Leisurwood shines as Messer finds fitness for Counter Logic FC under 18s. Liam Young. McKendy did it in the senior team. Liam Young does it in the under 18s. He scores an added time at the end of the second half to down the Hyde under 18s. We stay with FC Halifax Town. We're locked in on points still. But we're top by a goal. Goal difference, I should say. 7 to go. Fulham in disappointing collapse. I wonder. Hmm. Right. That's nice. Nice. I was like, what happened? I had a notification on the phone. Cool. Where are we at here? Alex Hearn still injured. No new news updates. Super draft grades. Get out. 1-1 against Sheffield United. Man, it's draw merchants over at West Ham. Not able to find any a difference, man, in the game. So we're down 7 to go. We do have about 2 more months before we get the nice what do you call it? You know, the youth intake. Nice. Karaballi signs a 3-year deal with Spurs. Why would you ever want to be committed to the misery that long? I don't know. But he is apparently. Hmm. Ever since Bauer signs a new 4-year deal. Speaking of committing to misery for a long time, Jesus. Parks is suspended for this game. I keep forgetting that. Ben Fleet stall over Marston Shelton Rovers white bid. Okay. They want me to come in for him because he's actually got a transfer value, I think. So I think that's why. No, he's not valued. But they want another offer. 6 to go. We've got Silsden under 18s coming up on Friday. And then the big game on Saturday. Or no, Sunday. Versus Lancaster Boys Club. Weekly staff meeting, let's go. That's fine. This one's fine. We're going to move on with that. Twinkle feels there's a lack of depth at right wing. My brother, there is not a lack of depth at right wing. Um, at right wing back, maybe, but we've got Harry Norris who can take that spot. And we've also got who else we've got? Um, Harry Norris can take that spot, and also, actually, yeah, that's it. I mean, I could sign another DRLC. They're not going to play though. Last desire, after this fire, but I'm tied up tight. Come in, come out tonight. Oh, he always. It is so true. He always delivers. Sheamus got back to me and he said, McKendy always delivers, baby. I said, yes, he does, man. He's so clutch. MLS again, getting ready to kick off. Premier League. Let's do leagues in focus, shall we? Premier League, Newcastle top by 2 over Arsenal. City of 3 games in hand. They're 3 points back. Chelsea in 4th. Brighton 5th. Leicester 6th. Man United 7th now. Spurs down to 10th. Liverpool up to 11th. My beloved West Ham have drawn 3 of their last 4 to remain in 15th. Sheffield United are 2 points above the drop in 16th. Bristol City are above the drop on goal difference with a game in hand by 5 goals over Crystal Palace. Fulham have 1 and 5, therefore adrift in 19th. Forest are 6 adrift in 20th. Still 16 games left in that season over there. Sky Bet Championship, Norwich lead the way by 9 over Leeds, who lead the playoff places by 3 over Burnley, Coventry, Brentford, and West Brom. Burnley winning 5 straight in there, by the way. 6 straight even. Rotherham, 2 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Watford now the team of just above the drop by 7 points. They've lost 5 straight decisions. But they are still 7 above the drop over Huddersfield Town, who also have not 1 in 5 in 22nd. Stockport are 17 adrift in 23rd. Salford 18 adrift in 24th. Brazil just scored a penalty, by the way. There's 96 seconds left in this goalball game, and Brazil leads by 6. It's over. Sky Bet League 1, Barnsley topped the league by 11 points. They haven't lost in 5. Stoke haven't won in 5, but they're still second and 4 points above the playoff places of Burton, Charlton, Cardiff, and Portsmouth. Oxford United, a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Blackpool and Tranmere in 18th and 17th respectfully, who are 8 points above the drop. Reading and Chesterfield only above the drop on goal difference over Wigan. Chesterfield, of which haven't won in 5 games. Exeter 3 adrift in 22nd alongside Peterborough, who are 4 adrift in 23rd. Preston 5 adrift at the foot of the table. Sky Bet League 2, Colchester United top of the league by a point. Only 1 win in their last 5, but they haven't lost any of them. Yeovil and Carlisle both 2 points above the playoff places of Torquay, South Shields, Woking, and Crawley. Bradford City are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Barrow now with 2 straight wins, 2 points above the drop. Doncaster Rovers above the drop by 8 goals and a goal difference over Cambridge United. Stevenage 14 points adrift without a win in their last 5. At the foot of the Football League, they only have 3 wins in 30 games all season. One of them's against Woking, who is up there in 6th. That's a solid win. One of them's against Cambridge, above them, and one of them is just above them, and one of them is against Barrow, who is also a relegation candidate. In Vanarama National, Macclesfield are top of the Vanarama National, baby. I got to send this to Zig. Macclesfield are top of the Vanarama National League, man. Zig has got Macclesfield top. Look at that. I don't believe it. I swear I do not believe it. Macclesfield top by goal difference over Oldham Athletic. Kidderminster, I'm going to message him. I hope the fuck he doesn't wake up. Kidderminster Harriers are, or I should say the playoff places are Oldham, Kidderminster, Solihull Moors, Sutton, Worthing, and Northampton now. Hartlepool a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Kingsland Town, who haven't won in 5, but are still 5 points above the drop alongside Gillingham and Hereford, the last of which is also not 1 in 5. They are 5 points above the drop over Accrington in 21st, who themselves haven't won in 5. Maidenhead are 7 adrift in 22nd. Dorking are 12 adrift in 23rd. They have it 1-5. Cheltenham now are 17 adrift at the foot of the Vanarama National. Liverpool Premier League Premier Division. Ashton Athletic lead the league by goal difference over the Grenadier of 3 goals, and then Style is 1 point back in third. At the bottom, New Mills is only a point above the drop, while 2 points is separating fourth from 11th. So New Mills is 1 point above the drop in 8th, and then St. Helens Town and Hayfield are above the drop only by goal difference over Ince Central now have 1-5. Tideswell United are 5 adrift in 12th. That is leagues in focus. Let us keep moving on. We do have Silsden under 18s coming up here. We still got 5 days to go. We got an ad break, but it should be fine. There we go. I was like, come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm on the wrong tab here. I just want to tap back. Right. What do we got? Nothing so far going on here through the social feed. So Brazil beat the U.S. by the way in the goal ball. 13-8 was the final. Nice. Oh, the ad breaks just started now. Okay, that's fine. We're still processing. We got 4 days to go. We're halfway or almost halfway through the transfer window, which we will be by the end of tonight. So. There is a piece of news recruitment summary. Okay. Or recruitment analysis. We don't need it. Junk mail. Junk mail. Scouting update. He's at Paulton. He thinks we should improve right wing our players. I don't think we need to. Right back maybe, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Down to 3 to go. Nottingham Forest hire Toral as manager. Must have fired their manager recently. What is going on in the job center? That's the big question. Morocco is still looking for a manager. Jesus Christ, guys. You've got to play your games in like 6 months. So they are 3 points behind Zambia. This is a group really they should win. Morocco's got to win that. Um Fulham in the Prem are looking for one. And then what? Wolves in the Championship are looking for one as well. How about that? Anyway, let's keep moving on. American Woman. Right. 3 to go. I'm 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 like half tempted on taking an international job at some point. I don't know if I will for the sake of the save, but I'm kind of half tempted. Ready to attempt long, flat bullet throws. Thank you. Available players for the under 18s match, of course, and that's basically that. So, um, we've got Lancaster Boys Club in 3 days. We got Silston tomorrow, and then basically every game is a fortnight apart now, through November, and then you get this. Actually, that's only a fortnight too. So yeah, every game we went from a game every week to a game every fortnight now. Um, so, oh my goodness me, what a I'm not opposed to it, but I just don't feel like hearing it tonight. Uh, so good song though. This one coming up. Um, I didn't thumbs down it, but I was just like, I'm just gonna skip it. Right into the under 18s game. This should be what, Brazil and Israel coming up next in a goal ball. I think that's what. Yeah, and that'll be the women's goal ball. Well, that was such a late reaction. That one too. Uh, so anyway, phew, what a needle thread. They're showing the highlights package now. But anyway, we are, well, sludging through the transfer window, which is the big reason why the days have taken a little bit longer. So, what do we got? West Ham won the replay, 1-0, the third round replay. So they're through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Lee Jung-hoon, future still unknown. He did not want to move away from Atletico Madrid. He's rejected LAFC, the Sounders, the Union, and Sporting Kansas City. Come on, man. Go to the Union. They need somebody, man. Oh, fuck. Spaps is hurt. I don't want to. No, I don't want to inject. Fuck. Spaps is hurt. 2 days before a fixture. It'll have to be Joe Jones who comes in for him. We don't really have another option. So we're going to tick over 1 day to go. We are going to auto save in the process as well. So there is that. Yes, that's fine. Keep going. Mm-mm. Okay. There's the auto save. So we're down to 1 day. Since we play on Sunday this weekend, we're down to 1 day to go. Um, that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be at. So Mukendi he always does, man. It is amazing how Mukendi's rated a half a star by our scouts and our assistant manager and everybody at the club in terms of staff. Yet the man has 6 goals this season in one start and 10 substitute appearances, which as a striker is very good. As a substitute striker who's only really coming off the bench, that's very good. So yeah. I mean, I'm happy with him. He's got what, 2 years left on his 2.5 years left on his contract. So it's in my head. 1 day to go, and we're already halfway. Oh, look, it's my birthday. Uh, we're already halfway through the transfer window, thankfully, which I think closes. When does the transfer window close? Let's have a quick peek, shall we? Let's have a quick little peek and go over the rules. Transfer window, right? Transfer window, right? Transfer window, here we go. February 2nd. So they get 33 days. Madley shines as Messer finds fitness for CalLogic FC under 18s. Lloyd Leisurwood in the 29th put us ahead. Moises Misamiru in the 54th made it 2-0. We beat Silsden under 18s. FC Halifax have that game in hand, but we are 3 clear for now at the top. We are Lancaster Boys Club and us, the Sunday game. That's the marquee matchup. We're 3-10 favorites. Draw 4-1. Lancaster Boys Club 10-1. Pre-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Travis McAllister, 23. Do you think you can? I don't see why not. Anything's possible in football, and we're focused on winning as many matches as we can. Sure. Are you perhaps being a little patronizing towards Lancaster old boys? Highly of an opponent, and we're going to give them all the respect we deserve. What's the latest on Oliver Rowland's injury? He is. We're not going to rush him back. He's still out. He's out for 2 months essentially. So good. Travis was happy. It is going to be a tough match. That's true. So it's fine. That's fine, I think. Anyway, right. Is there more? I'm hitting refresh on Blue Sky all the time looking for MLS news. Woo! That stew looks amazing. Uh, nice. No, Ryuhat Suse has joined Sheffield Wednesday. Oh wow, look at these stats. Nice little graphic. Wow, he doesn't get booked either. 2.23 expected assists per game. 12.39 progressive passes. Assists, second assists, and third assists, 0.27 per game. That's pretty good. 4.04 crosses a game. Um, he doesn't really move with the ball, it looks like. He's kind of at the average rating in J League 1 for progressive carries and acceleration with the ball. Uh, he's also below average in aerial duels 1. So he's not going to win you any headers in the box. But he is going to deliver it well. Which, if you're playing him with width, is fine. Um, so, oh. Right. Where are we at here? That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. There we go. That's good. Come together right now over me. let it go make Thompson offer. That's fine. We're down to the last part of training, so we should be into match day very shortly. Very, very shortly. Oh, I got to be up early tomorrow. Fuck. I got to be up at like 4 a.m. tomorrow. It is 11 p.m. right now. I don't actually have to be up at 4, but that's when the window opens for the Olympics tickets, and I'm like, But I get 48 hours to buy them, so part of me is like, I might just get up at a normal time and then figure that shit out. So. His knees. Come together right now over me. Schedule. Let's talk about schedule real quick, shall we? So tomorrow, for the first time, debuting on this stream, it will be Goddess of Victory, Nikkei. So looking forward to that. Let's go over the match results, and we'll talk more about the schedule, shall we? So Carnforth Rangers, Catton United. Baines in the 18th put Carnforth ahead at home. Tom Wood, who's having a phenomenal season. Tom Wood is having a really good 16 goals and 3 assists in his 15 appearances so far this season. He's having an absolute stormer of a season. He's out of contract too? Come on, man. Look at this shit. 20 goals in 23 games. He's out of contract for you guys. But he put Cat United level. He pulled Cat United level in the 21st minute. Moore in the 35th put them ahead 2-1 on the road. And that's how they went into the break. Lewis in the 67 made it 3-1 Cat United. Javier in the 88th pulled one back, but Carnforth Rangers could not find the equalizing goal. They dropped to 8th with the loss. Catton will move within 5. We'll pull back 8 ahead if we beat Lancaster Boys Clubs. Marsh United, Enmore KGR. Big result for us. Big result for Enmore KGR. Jennings in the 42nd put Marsh United ahead at home. But Skelton in the 79th pulled Enmore KGR level. That's how they would finish 1-1. Big point for them. But they do drop to the bottom of the table because of a big result later on that we're going to talk about. Polton hosting Milnthorpe Corinthians. Clythe in the 24th. Put Polton ahead. Taylor 4 minutes later doubled the advantage. 2-0 at the break. Taylor again in the 72nd to make it 3-0. Polton, and he would complete his hat trick in the 87th minute. Milnthorpe stay 9th. Polton jumped to 7th with the win. 4-0 at home over Milnthorpe Corinthians. Slynewith has hosting Kendall County. Eichinson was dismissed from play in the 57th minute. Rashid from the penalty marker in the 85th put the visitors up 1-0 with Kendall County. Nugent in added time at the end of the second half, though, pulled. Slynewith has level. They'll split the points. They both move up one position from Lancaster Boys Club into 4th and 5th with the draw because Lancaster Boys Club have not played. They play us on the Sunday, so if Lancaster Boys Club draw, everybody will be reset, and they'll be 4th, and Slynewith has to move 5th, Kendall will move 6th. But that's where it's at for now. And then the big result in the league, Ware Villa hosting Polesworth North Warwick. Tochi in the 6th minute from the penalty marker put the visitors ahead before Ware Villa's Cullen could level in the 22nd. Lloyd in added time at the end of the first half put the host ahead at the break 2-1. He added another in the 61st, and he completed the hat trick in the 76th. Tochi would score 2 minutes after to make it 4-2. But Polesworth North Warwick got nothing else in the game. Ware Villa with a big win, just their second of the season, and it means they pull within 2 of safety now, and they also jump Enmore KGR to 11th place. That's where that is at. We're going to take over. Only get better. It'll be match day soon. Now I found you. Dreams can only get better. They can only get better. Now I found you. Hey, you. Great song. Right. Schedule, as we talked about, by the way. Debuting tomorrow. Got us a victory in Nikkei. Sunday, we have F1 2012 at the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, followed by First Descendant. Monday, we're hitting it back with some Pangya. Tuesday is Timing and Tuesday, as always. Thursday will be Zuluing the World with Age of History 3. Friday, more than likely, I will not be having a stream because I have to drive down to D.C. on Saturday morning. West Ham drew Bristol City 0-0. So the three of the bottom 4, West Ham have now drawn. Canton United's unbeaten away run reaches 10 games. That's impressive. So, but we have got ourselves a match day. Rollins is still hurt, but we do have Bishop back to full health. He's recovering from a broken ankle. Cookies is fine. Alex Hearn is fine. Not that we were going to play Hearn at all. Parks is suspended. So that's one thing we do have to be wary of. How are the ads? We're fine for now. So Spaps is hurt and Parks is suspended. So Spaps being hurt means it's going to be Joe Jones. Where are you, bud? There you are. Joe Jones will come in. It also means Mather, who had a 6.6 and is only substitute, but he's going to be named. Parks, it means that Harry Norris will start. Tyler Wright will get the name on the bench. So Wildman at some point, I mean, I should really be playing him, but the others have done so well that I can't surrender their position so easily. No rider. That's great, but we're going to pause because we're getting ready to go into the match, shall we? Let's get to it. It's match day here. That is not what I wanted. Teams are warming up. They have not made any changes. Point the finger. That didn't do anything for motivating. Nothing for motivating. R.I.P. All right, anyway, let's get into it, shall we? No, that's the wrong song. That's the wrong song. What happened? Why did it change the wrong song? Here we go. This is our fight song. Do as Infinity Heart was about to play. I was like, that's the wrong song. 5 wins from 5 for us. Lancaster Boys Club sitting at 6. We are underway. Lancaster Boys Club get us underway here. In the rain. In the rain. In the rain. There's a good grab by Brott. Why do I Jack has been booked in the third fucking minute. Really? Third or fourth minute? Fourth minute? Second minute. Jesus Christ, Jack. Now I got to tell a center back he's got to ease off tackles. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on. Build, 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 build. Down the line. It's fine. Should have gone here because now you got to switch the ball. That's a good pass though from Snicky. Here's Cookies, cutting inside. Cookies going for goal. That's over. Crack. I called them canceling. Yes, you did. They're not okay. First off, don't be so fucking over dramatic. They're not gonna close the fucking studio. Come on now. Anyway, welcome in, Crack. Guys, if you're not following Crack, give him a follow. He's the best Irishman I know. Don't tell Connor. Shout out Connor, by the way. And he's the greatest dealer of crack on the internet. Give him a follow. He's extremely entertaining FM streamer as well. You did call it, but I'm calling bullshit on the whole studio gonna close shit. I'm calling bullshit on that. But I think it's fine. I wasn't buying FM25 anyway, so personally I'm okay with it. So Twinkle, Jones, Twinkle, myself, I should have had a crack there. 100% should have had a crack. Cookies, one, ay. That's it. This is appalling. We've had one shot. Jones heads it clear. Twinkle. Frack, myself. Twinkle, Akonikun. You're right too. It's gonna be a little bit over. Listen, the studio is gonna be fine. Sports Interactive will be fine. Okay? And if anything, the community can always band together to keep them afloat and give us another Football Manager game. I think we're going to be okay. And they're going to be okay. But they're making the right decision. The Unity is a nightmare. A nightmare to get working properly. Come on, Jones. Go on, Jones! Joe Jones, he comes in for the injured Spaps, and he is first on the goal sheet. There you go. We need 1-0. I'm a bit curious what's going to happen with the Premier League license, though, considering how they nicked eFootball, I think. So I wonder if the Premier League might try and sue them as well. I hope not. I hope that they just... there's no need for the leagues to do anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to understand what this game does for your branding as a league, as clubs. You know what I mean? Like, it only helps. So there's no need to sue. I know they took Inter Milan and the names out from FM and shit. Come on, close them down. But I think yes, you're right. But I think, first off, the league sells the licenses to the badges, right? So, since technically all the clubs in it are members as well, right? So, I think Italy's a little bit different because Italians are just horrendously greedy. I know, as being one myself. But still, I'll go on, offsides. So I don't know. I just think all those clubs in Italy, those are super. If you notice, by the way, the ones that have been renamed, they're all the super league clubs. So you know. Anyway, we'll see. Cookies. Oh, what a goal, Cookies! What an absolute. Or is that Snicky? No, I was sure it was Cookies. What an absolute rifling of a shot this is. Oh my God, Cookies buried the absolute living shit out of this one. Wow. 2-0. I think the other thing too is if they were to do something like that, Crack, there would be a public backlash against them, and that's actually not a bad idea. I just saw something. I'm like, that's actually a really good idea. Um, More on that in a minute, but yeah, I think there'd be a backlash of some sort. So if I was them, even though it might cost the best of dough you should need to spend, I'd go and get back licensing for FM24 for the time being. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or just push it. If you sign a licensing deal for 3 years, starting with FM25, and 25 gets canceled, just push it. Just say we'll give it to you for 26, 27, 28. I think people look into the licensing thing too much though, right? I think I think what these game companies do, like people think they have to release a game for the licensing. I think when they negotiate for the licensing, they just say, right, we'll let you do it for, you pay us a fee for every game you release within these years, and if they don't release a game, they don't pay the licensing fee, or they pay. It's usually actually already figured out. So I should say, usually it'll be something like the Premier League says, right, SI, you pay us, say £100,000 every year to have our license, and SI pays them £100,000, whether they release the game or not. And if SI doesn't release the game, they just absorb the costs of that £100,000. It's not a legal thing where they have to release the game to meet the requirements. It's as long as they actually pay the yearly fee for the license, it doesn't matter if they release the game or not, because their obligation to the contract is fulfilled. They've paid the money. They just release the game on the back end and recuperate the license fee that they paid. It's not a oh my God, they had to do that. Hold on. I never thought that how to release the game for the licensing. I thought they had to release the game because they didn't release anything in 2024 as a result, which it won't count towards a massive tax disincentive. Not having a game out that year, and as a result of which comes across as major, your losses to Sega will find unacceptable. So that's my worry. I think the studio's fine. Sega as a company's fine. They they release fucking Soul Calibur, mate. Do you realize how many times they've did Sega that well that's Capcom, but still. Um, Sega's just the publisher. Sega's not the developer. So they're just the publisher. So it's almost the same thing on that end. You know, uh, they might just have to pay a refund fee back to Sega. You know, so right, 2-0 at the break. Second half underway. I mean, it's a possibility, right? So, but yeah, the licensing fee shit it's not a you have to release uh, the the game. It's literally just you pay a yearly fee for it to be in the game, and if you don't release the game, you still owe the yearly fee because it's a yearly fee. Uh, True, but in this case, Sega owns the developer and are the publisher and are notoriously cheap. I think with the popularity of 24, which is arguably their best seller, they're not going to go anywhere with the studio. You know? So, and if anything, on the flip side, if Sega does spin them off, they can get bought by EA, and then we can pay 99 cents or 99 pence for every team's badge to be in the game. Because you know EA is all about the microtransactions. But God, that would be a fucking nightmare of a scenario, wouldn't it? But anyway, here we go. Frack. Cookies. What a touch! And it's right at Reach Cars. So, hope you're correct on the first fucking. Well, wrong on the EA predictions. I think it's fine. I think people need to understand shit like this happens, man. Like, it's not the end of the fucking world. Let's not treat it like that, you know? Of course, and I said this earlier on this stream before you got here. I said people tend to take something that's this big and blow it into a problem this big. And I said, I think that's exacerbated, particularly in the gaming community. You know, I think it's human nature for people to take something this big and blow it up to something this big. But I think the gaming community specifically, well, that's off the bar as well. That's exacerbated, and I think that's why I'm like, guys, you gotta chill the fuck out. Like, I am so sick of going into streams, and the topic of conversation is speculation on FM25. I've gotten to the point. That's a corner. I've gotten to the point where if I go into a stream and they're speculating about stuff to do with FM25, I just fucking leave the stream. Because I have no time for that kind of bullshit. You know, I don't mind talking about it. This is my stream. You know what I mean? A little bit different. But I get really sick and tired of all of the just... I don't want to even say baseless. Oh, yeah, I'm being a pessimist. Just studios have been closed for less, and then the IP has been stuck in purgatory for years. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Sega realizes it's the IP is way too valuable. So, you know, I just think I just get sick and tired of the baselessness. You know, I don't even want to say the baselessness of some of the speculation, because some of it's not uninformed. Some of it, I mean, maybe it is uninformed noise. Some of it's just unintelligent, because people don't understand how the gaming industry works. And I'm not claiming Mather. Oh, he almost scored on his debut there. I'm not saying I know how the gaming industry works, but I am saying that I have been playing games since I was 4 years old. I am 37. Okay, I have come to learn a few things, and one of them being that this is not the end of the world. Like, so let's relax and let's just enjoy FM26 when it comes out. I mean, I'm putting on Mukendi for Sheamus, and my last sub will probably be Jack at some point. I should bring in Tyler Wright, because he never really gets the chance to have minutes. So 75th minute. Either way, we can blame the... yes, I'm aware. There are some people who said that. There is one guy that said that on Twitter, too. He's like, oh, this is all because I want that. I'm like, the database is the easiest fucking thing to add into the game. Like, it's not that. And they said that in the thing. It's the UI. It's making the UI... Like, think of how many things you have to click on the UI, right? And all of that has to lead you to the right place. And it's insane. It's just nuts. Like, it's way too big an undertaking. Good tip from Reach. It's so big an undertaking for them, you know? Like, Unity is an engine that doesn't do well with interfaces. It just doesn't do well with interfaces. So, oh, wow. Just over the bar. So, and everyone's like, well, I don't care about the graphics and all that stuff. And I'm like, I get that, but this is the way the game looks in 2024. It's not necessarily the cleanest looking thing. You know, the bodies don't look 100% great. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good pass back to Mukendi. Oh, Mukendi! Oh, my God. What an angle. What was the angle for this goal? Look at that angle. Oh, my God. That is absolutely buried as close inside the post as you can get. That is disgusting. That is just nasty work from Mukendi. Jack's coming out. It's going to be Tyler Wright. We'll give him the minutes. He's named. So, yeah. I mean, today's an exception. I'll say that, right? Like streams today, I'm in. They're talking about FM25 because the news broke, and I'm like, I understand that. You know what I mean? The news breaks. I totally get that. Like, talk about it. But I mean, like last week I was going in and people were like, well, I don't know. I fear it might be May. I fear it might be. I'm like, y'all, no, you don't know more than the other one. Stop. You know what I mean? Legit, the only reason you use Uni for these segments, the football matches. Otherwise, it should have been Game Maker or Godot. I don't know those two engines, but I thought they probably should have worked on. They could have worked on building their own again. You know what I mean? Like that would have been fine. But come on, Jones. Snicky. Oh, my God, Snicky. Mather on debut. Oh. To be fair, last week I said it was became. It's fine. I don't really care either way. I'm honestly, I'm at the point where I'm not going to be done this save. I might not be done this save by the time 26 comes out, brother. I don't give a shit anymore. You know, like, I wasn't going to buy 25. Oh, Mather, there it is. On debut. On debut. I'm only pulling your leg. Yeah, I know. Let's go. Reach cars, man. Getting peppered. Oh, wow.
I owe allegiance to no entity.
There it is.
I intend to live by my own code.
It's Biz with the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are in the middle. If Crack wasn't a smartass, then Crack wouldn't be Crack. That's true. Welcome in. How was Biz? How was the rest of your stream, man? How is Hoffenheim treating you? I hope it's treating you better than that cross, because that was dog shit. But that's beside the point. We are 4-0 up, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, by the way, if y'all aren't if y'all aren't following Biz, what are you doing with your life? Biz is the probably one of the best North American content creators around Football Manager. Like just an insane Football Manager in terms of the ideas and the effort put into the streams and everything else. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. So definitely worth a follow, really. And just all around an amazing gentleman. Hello, sir. Dave Nostavad, welcome. I hope I didn't butcher that. I may have. Way better than Zealand. I would agree, although I like Z too. There's not really a lot of content creators in FM I don't like, I should say. Mid-table so far. Got some stuff to sort out, I think. Maybe, but this is your first season at Hoffenheim, is it not? So that's kind of like where you should be, right? We are just finishing up this game. I might give you guys one more game here, but it is 2 weeks of heavy processing, and we have the transfer window closing, so I probably won't, because that's probably going to be a nightmare to process through. Our database is up to like 400,000 players because of just how far along we are into and how stupidly I made the database when I started the game. So I need players to keep retiring so that they can roll off the save, which is happening, but it's obviously a work in progress. Anyway, we are in a bottom to top using a custom club. Oh, off the bar from Norris. Wow. This is Counter Logic FC. It's a homage to Counterlogic Gaming, the esports organization that died in 2023. All of the starting 11 were, except for like Chris Mather because Spaps is hurt, and Harry Norris because Parks is suspended. But all of the starting 11 had some connection to CLG, that esports organization. We've recreated the club, or we've recreated CLG as a club in FM, and we stuck them in the 20th tier. We are now in the 12th, and we are looking to go up to the 11th. It's looking good so far. It's worked for me in the past. Bundesliga feel like I might need to switch it up a bit. Feels like a good tactic for teams that are better than us. Going to try to find one that works to assert some dominance over the fear. Interesting. Definitely interesting. So, nice, man. Well, I mean, look, mid-table's not bad for your first season in the Bundesliga. It's definitely a step up in quality from Giermot, right? So, in Hungary. I mean, it's definitely a step up in quality than Hungary, right? So, come on, boys. Get the clean sheet, will you? That is deflected wide. It is a corner. It is added time. We're just trying to see out the clean sheet. Brat's having a 7.0. And McCabe might be. Oh, he was on. Frack is going to head that away for us. So nice, man. I'm glad it's not a relegation scrap, right? Like fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. 5-2-2-1 right now. I'm playing around with 4-3-3. 4-3-3 is good. Gudja is using a 4-3-3 again in MLS. There it is. There it is. Play the song. 4-0. Joe Jones from the 26, Cookies in the 34th, Simon Roger Mukendi for his 7th of the season in his 11th substitute appearance. And then Chris Mather on his, not his debut, but his first goal, his first start for us. And he is on the board 4-0. So you got to outstretch the arms because, you know, Italian, you got to be like, hey, give them the praise they need. I find a 4-1-3-2 with a what is a WRB? Is that a wing right back or a wide right back? Center back, wide left back. RPM AP. What the inverted forward, inverted right wing, inverted left wing, center forward, and something else. I don't know. Noted I have to play around a couple different player roles in the middle of a field, in the middle of the field that I am unsure of currently. So that might be a shout. I do like the 4-3-3. I actually want to master the 4-1-4-1. I think that would be, if I had to pick a backup tactic, I would probably go with a 4-1-4-1. In all honesty. And I don't know what it is about FM. A lot of people don't seem to like that tactic in FM. And I'm like, it just makes sense. Like a lot of, especially in the lower leagues, when you're in the lower divisions, right? Usually when you join a club in the amateur divisions, you don't have anybody that plays a dynamic role. Everybody's kind of stuck in like a 4-4-2 kind of way. So you have a lot of left midfielders, right midfielders, central midfielders. You know, when you play the 4-1-4-1, you can kind of push those midfielders up a little. Maybe not so far up that they're in the attacking line, but you can push them up. You can play with width, right? You can have your triangle passing in the middle with the defensive midfielder. So if you manage to sign a defensive midfielder, or you have one, you know, just one, then you can have your triangle passing in the middle and have them just distribute. And then your defensive midfielder doesn't need to track forward as much because you've pushed your two midfielders forward, and then you just focus play down the wings, and you can overlap with your wing backs, or you can draw your defensive midfielder over to like pivot pass. Like it, I feel like a 4-1-4-1 is what I would like as a backup tactic. I hated IRL. Absolutely hate the 4-1-4-1 IRL. But I don't know. For some reason, I feel like in these leagues, down in the lower divisions, a 4-1-4-1 would work. I don't know how it would be in the pro divisions. I don't really play in the top flights. Um, the last time I played anywhere close to the football league in England was in FM10. No, FM12. And I have not played in a professional league since FM12. Everything has been amateur. So, um, if you ever notice me live, ask and I'll show you it. Sorry for self-plugging, Benny. You are totally fine. Um, post-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Thomas Kotula at goal. A good result. Do you think your comments? They're still a good side. We just dominated the shit out of them. It was a complete performance. I'm lucky to have fantastic players. Mind games have no real effect. Enmore have been the surprise story for all the wrong reasons. I have no doubts about them. You always want to big up your opponents. I'm not the kind of guy to talk shit in these press conferences, okay? That's just not me. Faithful smash Lancaster Boys Club as the run goes on. 9 matches won in a row. We are 8 points clear at the top of the table with, 7 games to play now. Look at that lovely form, man. We've only drawn 2. One was against Slynewith Hest, who's sitting fourth. The other, Kendall County. Both 0-0 draws. Both get the D and not the X on the newspaper reports. And oddly enough, guess who's next? Slynewith Hest and Kendall County. So the two teams that we didn't manage to win are coming up next. Enmore and KGR, the relegation-stricken, really relegation candidate, is right after that. So we could be the ones to send them down. And then it's the big one. Catton United. If we can win these 3 and keep the 8-point gap, we could go 11 clear of Catton after 19 to play. That would win us promotion. So there's a chance if the gap stays at 8 points, then we could have to play Catton United to go up. That's the risk. So let me save the game because I haven't done so far. It's midnight. No, it's 20 of midnight. And I have to, we'll do, Calvary and Pumas are tied 1-1 though. Ooh, I saw Chivas got one against Sabal. Silly. Oh, shit, really? What is going on in the CONCACAF Champions League? CONCACAF Champions League. Of course it's not loading. Here we go. Oh, they did get one. They finished 1-1. Oh, they got it in the fucking 100th minute, too. Like, come on, man. Calvary and Pumas 1-1 right now. This is all first leg. And then we got more games next week. Cool. By the way, I must relay my stupidity. Liverpool fucking destroys so much for being an optimist for Spurs. Hey, they're so injury stricken. I feel bad for Ange. The fans want him out, and I'm like, it's not his fault, man. Like, I understand there's something you can say about playing the same style of football, right? Like the high line and all that stuff, even with the injuries, even against the opponents, et cetera, et cetera. But I think for me, it's just like I don't know. Like you give any team in the Prem, I don't care if it's Man City, I don't care if it is Liverpool. You give any team in the Prem 10 plus injuries to the senior team, it's not gonna happen, bro. They're gonna struggle. You know, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose every other game. So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, I need to make my notes before we end this stream. So if you're on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. For episode 172 will be next. It'll be Slime with Hess. We're moving into the business end of the season. We have it's literally a game 3 days before the English transfer window closes. So it's going to be a little painful to get through because the transfer window has to process. What's our database up to now? 393,000 players. So, which is why it takes a little bit to get to each game, especially with them being a fortnight apart now. But either way, we'll get there in the end. That is it for me. Who are we going to raid? Is the question. It doesn't help me. He shouted his head off, stating, "Always win trophy my seconds." It doesn't matter what he shouted and put a bullseye. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, 10 injuries will derail anything. People are like, "Oh, what happened?" I thought like that's you can't be so narrow-minded in your thinking. You can't be so narrow-minded and say, "Oh, well, he said he wins everything." Yeah, okay. And he could be Sir Alex Ferguson, and if you give him over 10 injuries to a senior team, he's not going to win anything. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of the beast. Um, we got a few options, including First Goal Series and Cellophane and Stego, who's on. Um, I couldn't tell you who I've rated last. So, for the sake of letting him gloat and for the sake of agitating crack, we're going to rate a Liverpool fan and send you all to First Goal Series. I agree, but don't give Spurs fan hopes. It's the worst thing for your career. I think the worst thing for anyone's career is actually taking a job at Spurs. That's besides the point. Anyway, I just forgot to stop the recording, so here it is now. We'll see you for episode 172 on YouTube next. Until then, take care.